Welcome to the Strivecast.
Welcome to the Strivecast.
Episode 15th.
Episode 15.
Yeah.
I'm Noah.
I'm Susie.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Whitney.
And we're happy to have you with us for episode 15. As you heard, a couple new voices today. Our friend and co-host Jeff is still vacationing in sunny Florida, and Olivia is on assignment for Strive this week. So we're fortunate to have Susie filling in for us. Episode 2 for Susie. And also our producer, Whitney, slides over into the host seat to help us out today. We're also, as always, joined by Ryan, our engineer extraordinaire, who does all the behind-the-scenes work to get us to be heard. So welcome back to episode 15. A little bit of housekeeping before we dive in. Noel is anxiously awaiting Strive Rocks all night, which is one part of our Strive Rocks weekend. Noel, do you want to talk about Strive Rocks?
Oh, yes. So the Strive Rocks in the afternoon, they have a petting zoo.
That's right. Strive Rocks All Day coming up. It's March 16th and 17th this year. Strive Rocks All Day is Saturday the 16th.
Yeah.
What else do they have besides a petting zoo?
The Miss Maine. They have Miss Maine.
Sometimes, yes.
Face painting.
Yep.
Jump maze. Like a big giant maze thing.
Well, all kinds of things for kids and families and fun for all ages. A family-friendly festival.
And at nighttime, we dance the whole night.
Strive Rocks All Night with live bands and DJs and inflatable events and activities and theme hours and fun for everyone. And that's really sort of a high school, college age, young adult.
Oh,
right?
yeah. And part of that is making Strive t-shirts.
That's right. You get a t-shirt. There's a lot of times there's tie-dyeing, lots of things. Something for everyone at Strive Rocks weekend. What was that?
Back massages.
Sometimes we do have sports massage team might be there. We're working on that right now. So if you have ideas for us to include in Strive Rocks weekend, feel free to send them our way. But you can find out all that information and more, as well as how to sign up and register. We sell tickets for the day portion, and then for the all-night portion, it's a thon type event. So you would fundraise for that, and we ask our minimum fundraising is $100 by the 15th of February, and then it goes up to $125 at the door. But you can find out all that information and more at striverocks.org. There's also another fundraiser we'll talk about throughout this episode, as our guest today is Dajuan Eubanks from the Maine Red Claws, and he'll touch base a little bit about our 3 Points for Strive program there with our great sponsor, Hammond Lumber Company. So with that, we'll be right back with our friend Dajuan Eubanks.
Our guest today is Dajuan Eubanks, who is the president of the Maine Red Claws Maine G League basketball team. Dajuan became the president of the Red Claws in 2014, and before that he served as the exclusive executive vice president and also the VP of corporate sponsorship. This is when we met him and created the 3 Points for Strive program. Dajuan grew up in Texas and went to Rice University, where he graduated with a degree in business management and played on their basketball team. After college, Dajuan became a player and goodwill ambassador for the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters, where he performed all around the world with the organization entertaining thousands of fans.
Please welcome
Dajuan Eubanks.
All right. Please welcome Dajuan Eubanks.
Yeah.
All right. And I think that, Noel, you're going to kick off. Oh, sorry. Susie's going to kick off with the first question today.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
Can you tell us about the G League? How is the difference from the NBA?
Hey, Susie, thank you. That was a great question. So I can tell you a little bit about the G League and how it is different but isn't different than the NBA. And so the G League is the minor league of the NBA itself. And so basically we're one and the same. The only difference is that the level quality player that we have. The G League was established in 2001.
Wow.
It's been around for 18 years now. And the whole purpose of it was to develop up-and-coming talent to be prepared to play in the NBA.
Cool.
It's also developed coaches and refs.
Yes, not only do we develop players, but we also develop coaches and refs and front office staff.
Yeah.
So,
And
people
fri-
have...
and friendships too.
And friendships,
There you
that's
go.
exactly it. We have a lot of long-term friendships that we've established as well.
And
I think it's Noel's turn.
How is working with the Boston Celtics?
Working with the Boston Celtics is a lot of fun. Who wouldn't want to work with the world's most storied NBA franchise? You know how many championships they've won?
Not really.
17.
wow.
Yeah, 17 championships, and so it's been great.
Do you know who was my favorite Celtics player back in the day?
Let me guess.
Larry Bird.
I was just about to say Larry Bird had
Me
to one.
too.
Oh wow!
Me too.
He's
Larry Bird's
the
pretty popular.
best.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of Bill Russell as well too.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, but I do
I
like Larry
know
Bird.
him, too.
You know him too?
Yes.
Oh wow! Yeah, so there are a lot of Celtics fans out there that have their favorite
Cool.
players. Yeah.
And Noel, do you remember Danny Ainge?
Not really.
All right. Well, he's sort of the boss.
Yeah, he's the boss right now.
He's the boss man.
Yeah. But Danny Ainge was a great player as well too.
Yeah.
This is the 10th anniversary of the Red Claws. What has changed since the team began?
Yeah, so in our 10 years, the biggest change I would say that's taken place is that we've added more teams. When we first started and we began our relationship with Strive, there were only 16 teams in our league. Today,
Wow.
we have 27.
Wow.
Yeah. So the biggest difference is the size of our league, and then next season we'll have 28 teams on board.
Cool.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
And no.
Okay. How do players react to coming to Maine in the winter?
I think they respond positively to it, but obviously, like most people that's not from Maine, the first thing out of their mouth is that it's cold up here. Yeah. But lucky enough, some of the guys and the individuals that come to our team have already been in cold weather markets, so it's not that big of a stretch for them. But I think once they do arrive here and they begin to engage with the community, they find it a very warming place. And what I mean by that is that people embrace them. So they really enjoy the community, they really enjoy the people here, they really enjoy meeting you guys when you come to the game. And so I think it's a very positive experience for them once they get into the community and they're here for a little while.
What do you think?
Cool. We love the 3-point of the Strive. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, 3 points for Strive. That's how we started our relationship with you guys, and so I know you've probably been out to a game or two,
Yeah.
and you've seen our players, and they've been really good about shooting 3-pointers over the last 10 years. And so basically every time we make a 3-pointer in a game, Hammond Lumber, a partner of ours as well too, donates money to support Strive and the efforts that goes on here. So it's been a very long-standing relationship. Quite honestly, the longest-standing partnership relationship we have with a nonprofit organization to date. And so thankful to Strive and Hammond Lumber. The 3 Points for Strive program came about. It's been around for 10 years.
Yeah, Hammond Lumber's been there since day one. That was great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I also remember we used to do the 3-point game.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
done some different like 3-point
Oh,
shootouts
yeah,
and things
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Susie's part of a dance team that's going to do something at halftime coming up at one of the games.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is going to be awesome.
She
Yes.
thinks it's
Yeah.
in February.
Mhm.
It's in February. Is it like
February.
February 2nd or February 9th, probably?
That sounds about
It's
right.
nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm aware of what it is, but we'll save that as a secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good because some of
There
it's
you go. yeah.
some of it's still a secret to us.
Now, are you a dancer too, man? Can you
No.
dance? No.
I do dance.
You
Yeah,
dance
you
all
can
the
dance.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you guys have the 24-hour
Yeah,
dance?
we do, yeah. Coming right up in
Yes,
March.
we do.
Yeah.
We do that.
Noel's been to every one of them the whole time.
Yeah.
Yes.
We started at USM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's no wonder why he's so tired because he drinks that all the time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a little friendly
You
fire
get,
here.
you get tired too, Susie. Too.
All right, let's move on. Here we go.
Next question.
What advice do you have for someone who wants to work in sports?
The advice that I would give to anyone, not just if they wanted to work in sports, but in general, would be first and foremost, get your education. Complete your degree if you're able to. And then the second thing I would recommend is be prepared to work hard, and particularly when you get into the sports world. It's one of those jobs where it seems very glamorous and, fun, which it is, but it's a lot of work as well too, So we have a lot of people that are fans of the game saying, hey, I'd love to be a member of the Red Claw staff or the Sea Dog staff or the Mariner staff, things like that, but they fail to realize that you can't be a fan when you're working, So it's a lot of work when you get into sports.
What is your favorite event that the team does?
Wow. So we do a lot of events. Over the 10 years in particular. But I think the thing that we do best, and it's something that everyone gets a chance to attend, and we do it 24 times a year, is throw on our games. Each and every one of our games per year is a event. No one game is ever the same.
Do you have a favorite promotion?
Favorite promotion? 3 Points for Strive. That's my favorite
Us
promotion.
too.
But
Yeah.
But I enjoy working with all of our partners. I enjoy doing those events for the community simply because it's a great way for us to, I would say, infuse entertainment and laughter and a good time for family environments here in the community. So, does that answer your question, Susie?
Yes, it does.
All right.
And speaking of a good time and laughter, that's a good transition to the next one, Noel. You got
Yep. Can you tell us how you become a awesome Harlem Globetrotter?
Awesome is good.
awesome too. An awesome Harlem Globetrotter.
And what was that like?
So how I became an awesome Harlem Globetrotter. I was in the right place at the right time. I didn't even know they still existed, and it just so happened that I happened to be working out with a few players in Houston that were members of the team, and they basically began recruiting me. Like I was in high school all over again. So I was getting ready to play professionally either here, going into camps, or across season in Europe. And they were like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm preparing myself to go to camps. I was like, you ever thought about the Globetrotters? And I was like, nope, I didn't know they existed. Next thing you know, I graduated from college and I'm gallivanting around the world.
I also love when they get the basketball and throw on the referee's head.
Oh yeah, a lot of tricks in there, a lot of pranks as well too.
Oh yeah, I love that part.
It was one of my favorite parts too.
Yeah.
Did you have a signature move,
It's a
or
play.
were you?
Well, I was a dunker in the beginning,
Yeah.
so every time you would see them go to the rim and just throw the ball up by the rim, and someone comes out of nowhere. That's what I did. But then also I was a beginning showman, so I also wore the mic. And the watering where they were running around and have a bucket of confetti?
Yeah.
I used to do that one as well too.
I did go to the one of the games, not that long ago, and they did a joke about the Lion King song.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. They listed the baby up and the kid up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I saw that last year myself as well.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
saw one of the when I went to the games that from here from my house.
Yeah.
I went to the games with my parents, and I thought as big hit for your teammates, but I know one guy from the team, and the tall guy.
Okay.
I think they're all
You
tall.
might need to narrow it down a little bit more.
And so he was the best basketball player ever.
Wow.
But
Wow.
I met him on the court,
Nice.
and he and I were playing the b-ball action.
Wow.
Really?
People action.
Did you get a picture with him?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Did he sign that picture for you?
Yes, he did.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And I forgot his name, but
But he was the best basketball player ever.
he's my best basketball player in the
That's
whole
pretty
world.
cool.
Oh, wow. I'd love to see that picture and see who that is, Because I probably wouldn't know him. Maybe not, but,
You may.
May. Yeah, exactly. There's been a lot of Globetrotters out there.
Yeah, I think you're up.
Are you friends with Washington Generals players?
Of course not. Yeah,
Oh,
the
come
rivalries.
on.
Come on. Yeah, we're all friendly, but when it's time to play basketball on the court, we're not.
All right.
Playing game.
Play the
That's
game.
right.
Yes.
You do a lot of the community. Can you tell us about Blue Wave basketball?
Have you heard of Blue Wave before?
No.
No. Well,
Me either.
yeah. Okay. So Blue Wave basketball is a youth basketball development program. I started with two other fathers. I co-founded with two other fathers back in 2011. And the whole reason that we started this program was to be able to give kids in the community, boys and girls, the opportunity to learn how to play basketball. Fundamentally sound basketball. And so whether you're in kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade, we always wanted to have a place where kids can come and learn how to play the game of basketball, but more importantly, understand how to utilize some of the traits and characteristics that you learn there and work ethics in other parts of your life, whether it be school or any other activity that you may be playing in. So, that answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also like the youngest player at Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, really? Do you remember who it was?
Not really, but the one who talks a little bit funny.
Oh, the showman, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that's the funny man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was little, huh?
Yeah.
Little Ant.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yep.
He was here last year. Yeah.
So now that's all of our real questions. And what's the time for now, Noel?
The lightning round.
The lightning round.
Take
All
it
right,
easy.
ready? You want to introduce the lightning round?
Do your song.
Oh, the lightning round going down to the lightning round.
All right, time for the lightning round. All right, so Noel, you're going to go first?
Yeah. Play basketball or run the
Team.
team.
Oh, that's a tough one. Run the team.
Suze?
D-League or G-League?
G League.
Me too, my friend.
All right, Noel?
What is the G League?
Well, he totally remember. That's the league that the Red Claws play in.
Oh. Not like the Boston Red Sox.
No.
Different sport.
Favorite team or nickname
Other
Yeah.
than the
other
Red
than the Red
Claws.
Claws?
Favorite team nickname other than the Red Claws. I never really thought about that. Can I go with the Red Claws?
Yeah.
But the claws.
I think if we're going other than the red claws, I think
Other
I'd
than
have to
red
go. I think
claws,
I'd have to
yeah.
go mad ants. Is one of my,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Ants, come on.
Yeah, the mad
Yeah,
ants.
the
That's
Mad
another
Ants.
team's name.
Yeah. I never really think of that.
Is the Boston Celtics is like the G League?
No,
No.
they're like the parent.
The parent team.
You know how the Red Sox are to the Sea Dogs?
Minor league.
Right.
Yes, that's what the G League is. That's what the Red Claws are to the Celtics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Scoring on defense.
Defense, because I was a defensive specialist. Defense can win
Me
games
too.
for you. You too?
Yeah.
Me and you should make great teammates.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah, exactly.
Dunks over 3 points.
Dunks. More exciting.
Not for strive.
Yeah.
Switching gears a little.
What is your favorite word?
My favorite word.
And your mom is
What is yours?
Bam, what?
Bam, what?
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Is that hyphenated?
Yes.
All right, Noel, what's your favorite word?
My favorite word, that's a good question. I don't really have a favorite word, but I will put, whatever.
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 Okay.
Well, mine may be 2 words. My man.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Bam.
Oh, bam.
Bam, what?
Oh, bam, what? I'm sorry.
All right. Noel,
What
opposite.
is your
Least
least team word?
My
favorite.
least
Favorite
favorite word. Can't.
Ooh, good one.
Don't say that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
That's right.
Because if you can't do something right, you can do it.
Yes, exactly. That's why it's not my favorite word.
What's
From
your
my quarters.
What's your least favorite word?
My least favorite word is. I don't remember!
Gargamel?
Gargamel.
No! My favorite word, my least favorite word is. Goofball, goofball, goofball!
You guys are in the goofball mood.
My least favorite word, I don't know.
You don't know?
I thought you just said it.
That was my whatever was just a
What's his favorite word?
His favorite word. Whatever. Dismiss it. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Damn what?
Yeah. That's right, buddy. Coffee or hot cocoa?
Hot chocolate.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I do. What is your favorite animal and why?
My favorite animal and why? So I would have to say I have a Bengal cat right now. So I'm a fan of cats at the time.
Me too.
But it's like a little mini leopard. So it's not your little. It's not your furry cuddly cat that sits in the corner. He's very active. Yeah, it's like a dog. He's got spots. He's got spots on him. He's leopard with spots and everything.
Wow.
So I'll show you a picture when we're done here. But I would have to say my
Yeah.
cat right now. So
Pretty cool.
yeah.
And Susie, I think you've got the last one.
question.
If you were making a movie about your life, would you want to play you?
Who would you want to play you?
Who would I want to play
We were
me?
making the movie of your life.
Wow. Wow, that's a great question. I would probably say. Wow. Maybe Will Smith.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That's
Yeah.
no
And
one.
That's a good one.
And he's gonna be the new genie in the new Aladdin movie.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I play myself in a movie, what I could be Maddie, because Maddie, she always say "Bam what?"
Maddie? Okay.
Yeah, because she loves that word.
Is that from Liv and Maddie?
Yes.
Oh, Disney.
Yeah,
Oh,
gotcha.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bam, what?
Yeah. Can you tell we both have daughters?
Yeah,
got it now. Me too.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
clicking for me now.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Do you guys have any other questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. How
I
about we?
don't either.
All right. Well, how about Dajuan? Do you have anything else you'd like to plug or anything?
No, I just once again thank you, Susie and Nora, and you, Pete, as well,
Yes,
and you
you're
as well,
welcome.
regarding coming out and allowing me to spend some time with you guys this afternoon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we will see you at another game or two this season.
Yes.
Yeah, and we ask that everybody come out and catch a
You
Red
bet.
Sox game and you get a chance.
You bet.
So,
You betcha.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All
Man,
right.
Perfect.
So thanks very much to Dajuan Eubanks for joining us on the Strivecast, and we'll
Yeah.
be right back.
Like that. Podcast is brought to you by
You're here.
We're looking for advertisers, especially as we get ready to embark on taking the Strivecast to the radio. If you're interested, please send us an email at strivecast@pslstrive.org. Thank you.
You're Welcome.
Yes, you're welcome.
And thank you. Okay, it's time for our question of the week. Noel, do you have the question of the week theme?
Yes, I do.
Let's
The
hear it.
question of the week. Question of the week.
Time for our question of the
Of the
week. Today, brought to you by Whitney. Whit?
All right, so going along with our basketball theme, you two, Susie and Noel, are some great basketball players, right? So we
That's
thought
right.
that
We heard about that in the interview.
could give some of our listeners some basketball tips.
Always act appropriate and be safe.
That could be a universal words of wisdom.
What about like the actual game or like techniques or skills?
Oh, how to be a great player is to pay attention and pass the ball and try to be awake.
Yes, try to be awake. Very important. If our friend Jeff were here, he would talk about the time, his favorite memory of getting hit in the head with a basketball. So
Yeah.
try to watch out for that and be awake,
Don't
right?
get hit in the head with basketball,
Yeah.
unless you're Jeff.
Suze, what do you got
And
for
coconut oil.
Jeff? Probably would also talk about coconut oil. But back to Susie.
Well, while we are talking about the basketball, I was playing on a team of during high school.
Ooh,
During that time, it was so great
back in the day.
back in the day, but right now, get your head in the game and your heart in the zone.
Ooh.
There we go.
If you do, pass the ball to whatever your teammates is wide open.
Actually, it started during high school. Now it's at Lyman Mullen Middle School.
All right, and that has been the question of
At the
week. All right.
Podcast is brought to you by
Our good friends at Hammond Lumber Company. Thank you very much, Hammond Lumber Company, for your support of 3 Points for Strive over the past 10 years. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back with this week's Words of Wisdom. In the break, Noel was working on a Words of Wisdom song. You want to try it out?
Do 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 wisdom da 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 wisdom.
All right, time to drop some wisdom. And sticking with our basketball theme and just teams in general, this week's Words of Wisdom are going to be on how to be a good teammate at work or at play. So, Suze, do you want to talk about how to be a good teammate in life?
Just use wherever you are, and then you probably being out there be be true and be good player for one. Another, don't fight around your life because fight is not good.
That is
Okay.
great.
Fighting
advice.
is not good.
No.
Shout out to my kids. Fighting is not good. And PT,
Yeah.
what do you got to be a good teammate? Words of wisdom
For life,
in life.
a teammate for life and relationships. Being out there for someone who really you care about.
Okay.
And never forget it in life because you don't need to take it for granted.
Great.
Sounds good.
And the real thing is, without no expectation.
No expectations. These are very
I think
deep
you've used
words.
those words of wisdom before. No expectations.
Well, that's good. Once you get something that works, you stick with it. Can apply in many topics. So that is this week's episode 15's Words of Wisdom, and we'll be right back to wrap things up. All right, Noel, we're back. What time is it? It's time to...
wrap it up.
It's time to wrap up episode 15. Special thanks to Dajuan Eubanks. Dajuan and the Red Claws have been great supporters of Strive for their entire existence over the last 10 years, so we can't thank them enough, and we appreciate him being here today. Any last words, Noel, as we wrap it up another episode? Who would you like to see on a future episode? Send us an email at the Strivecast. Noel, who would you like, beside Taylor Swift, who would you like to interview?
The man who stars in a lot of TV shows. Oh, no, not the lady who played DJ on from Fuller House.
All right.
We'll try.
What's her name in real life?
Was it
Candace Cameron
Yes.
Bure. Okay, we will try. I think now that the season of Hallmark movies are over, maybe she could join us, because I think every time I turned on the TV, she was on there.
I think so.
All right. Susie, do you have any guests you'd like to interview?
Yes, I do. And
Let's hear it.
I will sit next to someone won't be so horrifying.
Won't be so what?
Oh, what about your favorite Disney person on that show?
Who do you want us to get for a guest on the Strivecast?
Well, my love interest is my sister
Oh.
Yeah.
because she is the world to me.
Oh, well, that's very
I
nice.
thought you were going to say Brian from the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, him too.
All right. Well, we'll work on that. Whitney, our producer, and now I think when Jeff comes back, Susie's going to stick around and help us by doing some producing. So who?
The Latrell Fund.
The Latrell Fund.
That's his last name.
Oh, great. That's how we can reach out to him.
But the fund is for something he has.
One of his charities?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Well-
yeah, and speaking of which, I have a good idea
Well, let's hear it.
for Brian.
Brian from the Backstreet Boys? Well, let's see if we can get him on, and if we do, we will share it. Whitney will send the Latrell Fund an email.
Writing
We
it
will-
down
we
right
will-
now.
And plus, he has a heart contusion, and I do
I knew
too.
that.
Okay, well, that might be another episode, guys. I think we've got to wrap it up, right, Noel?
Yeah.
Noel told me we need to wrap it up. So,
Wrap it up.
we've got some great guests coming up. We've got John Jennings from the city of Portland at some point, probably in February at this point. When
Collins.
is Susan Collins, that's right. When the congressional shutdown is over, the government shutdown's over, Susan Collins is going to join us. And lots of other great guests. And we want to hear who you'd like to have join us, too.
Olympia.
Yes, Olympia Snow and Jock McKernan have agreed to come on the Strivecast. So lots of guests from all walks of life, and we want to hear from you who you'd like to have join us. So send us an email at strivecast@pslstrive.org. Thanks a lot for joining us. For Whitney, I'm Pete. Noel, anything else you'd like to say?
Happy birthday.
Anyone who's listening,
anybody whose birthday is today,
is happy birthday.
Suze, thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome.
And as we like to say, smash that share button. Find us on, subscribe, leave us a review, and we hope you'll join us next time for another exciting episode of the Strivecast.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye over there.
Bye-bye.